Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I am working with the Spellbinders November 2018 card kit, and this is going to be part 1 of a 10 cards 1 kit. I have done my best to use everything that's included in the kit, so although my cards are a little out of order from how I made them, I did go ahead and use that double-sided tape that came in the kit, and I was able to get eight or so cards done with that. I think I probably could have gotten all 10 cards done. I was probably a little bit of overkill to go all the way around the border on my front panels. I could have probably just put 3 stripes behind those and that would have worked just fine. But I may try that on the next one and see if maybe I can get all the way through all 10 cards. So you will see that I will mix in here with my ATG gun. But for the most part, I was able to do all of the cards using the roll that was included. So here you'll see I have trimmed down that large pocket letter airmail piece. I just took the colored ends off the edge so that it would fit on top of the included card base. I've grabbed these little guys from the ephemera pack. I'm just going to lay those out, and once I'm happy with my design, I will go ahead and glue these down. So for the majority of them, I'm using my art glitter glue. I'm going to place those directly on my front panel. And then once I've got all of those down, I'm going to take that little gray kitty cat with the Santa hat, and I will pop her up using some of the included pop dots. For the inside, I am adding a little strip of some red glitter washi tape, and this is from my stash. I'm just going to trim off the edges there, and I'm working directly on the inside of the card base, and I'm going to stamp out the sentiment, may all your Christmas wishes come true. I really loved the stamp set that was included in this. And that will complete card number 1. For card number 2, I'm taking this pretty gold foiled green polka dot paper, and I'm just trimming that down to 4 by 5 1/4. I've again used the included tape roll to go along all 4 of those edges. I'm going to peel back that tape backing, and I'll place that down on one of the card bases. Then I've grabbed some of the sweet treats that came in the ephemera pack. So I've got the cup of hot cocoa, a candy cane, and 2 of the cakes. And I also grabbed that holiday cheer sentiment. I thought the sentiments that were included in this kit were really, really pretty. I love the script that's matched with that block lettering, and I'm loving the mixture of this sort of muted pink and red colors. So I'm laying this out here, and once again I'm going to go ahead and take those background pieces and I will glue those directly onto my card front, and then I will take that holiday cheer sentiment and I'm going to pop that up using some Scotch foam tape. For the inside here, I'm using a Nina panel trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to stamp out that same sentiment, may all your Christmas wishes come true. I found that I liked the look of the stamp on the smooth Nina cardstock a little better than on the inside of the textured cardstock. You could still read it fine on the textured, I just liked the look of the smooth a little bit better. So I'm going to be using the Nina panels for the inside from now on, but it also does give your card a little bit more of a sturdy base by adding in that second panel. And you see there I finished off the inside by adding the second die cut of that cake with the berries on top. And that'll finish off card number 2. For card number 3, I'm going to use the die set that came in the card kit, and I've trimmed down this snowflake pattern paper to 4x5 1/4. I did go ahead and put together that deer off camera just to save a little bit on some time, but it layers together very easily. All I've done there is take the top of the head with the ears as well as the little nose portion. I glued that on top of the other and added the black nose at the bottom and the pink centers for the ears. Here you'll see I'm laying that out on my card base, and once I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead and glue down the other elements. I'm going to add in these antlers, the rosy cheeks, as well as those closed eyelashes. And I'm attaching these here with Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. Finally, I'll finish that deer off by adding one of those little poinsettia flowers in her hair. I love this poinsettia die. It is super detailed and a little tricky to put together, but once you've got these flowers together, they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're the perfect little embellishment to add on things like this. So you will see I'll have in my giveaway some deer that I've put together for you guys, and also some extra flowers. There you'll see I used my ATG gun on the back of that panel. I'm going to go ahead and place that down on top of one of my card bases. And then to finish off the front, I will add this "Let's Celebrate This Season" sentiment. I did then again for the inside use a Nina panel trimmed to 4x5 1/4 and stamp that sentiment, "May all your Christmas wishes come true." Here I'm adding a piece of glitter washi tape. This is again from my stash. It's a really pretty sort of silver champagne color. I'll add some ATG to the back of that and place it on the inside of my card base. And that will complete card number 3. I'm keeping card number 4 here really simple. I've taken this striped pattern paper, trimmed that down to 4x5 1/4, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn that into a present. So I'm using this gold washi that came in the kit. I absolutely love it. It is so pretty, it is so sparkly, and I don't think the camera is doing it justice, but when you see it in person, it is absolutely gorgeous. And it came with a huge roll. You can see how much I have left there. I've used it on several different projects, and I still have plenty left. So this is a really awesome stash builder, and I hope they're gonna continue adding more and more of those in. So to finish off the front of the card, I'm going to use this die cut sentiment, "'Tis the season to be jolly," and I'll pop that up using some of the foam dots that came in the kit and just place that off to the side there. For the inside, I have again used my Neenah panel trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4, stamped out that Christmas wishes sentiment. I finished off by adding in one of the extra candy cane ephemera pieces, and that will complete card number 4. Card number 5 is again pretty simple. I've trimmed down this red and white polka dot pattern paper to 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and add some tape to the back of that, and then I will place it down on the top of my card base. Now here I wanted to accentuate some of those dots. I wanted to make it look like this girl was riding her bike in a snowstorm. I used my Marvy pen there and just added a little bit to a few dots here and there. This didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to. You can see that some of the dots are accentuated there, but I didn't really get the puffiness I was looking for because the dots were just too small. So I think if I were to do this again, I would probably just use some sequins and make those look like some falling snow. But it looks fine. It didn't hurt anything to have some of them just be a little bit larger than the others. I did finish off that front panel there by gluing down the girl on the bicycle, as well as that popped up banner sentiment that reads "Let It Snow." For the inside, I again on a Neenah panel trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4, stamped out the sentiment "'Tis the Season to Sparkle," and added a stripe of that washi on the bottom. I'll go ahead here and place that on the inside of my card base, and that will complete card number 5. Here are a few close-ups of the finished cards. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I used. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.